Okay, so I'm here at Boyle Henge. It's dark. It's about 6:30 at night.
Yeah, and it's winter now, so it gets dark early.
Yeah.
And,
with the usual suspect, namely Shmoo.
Yeah.
But with a new one.
Well, you guys always
Zero.
You always hear about Zero.
I've heard about you. He talks about you all the time.
Oh.
In good ways.
Oh.
And Zero and I and we and this and that. So.
Well, I think a lot of it is because our lives were very interconnected. Especially when the bridge was up, because me and Alex would just show up at the bridge, and then Shmoo would be there from time to time. But we all kind of hung out there and did our thing there, and had a big celebration for the bridge until we couldn't anymore.
Yeah. So did you meet each other through the bridge, or did you know each other?
Do you want to take this one?
Oh yeah, no, that's really kind of funny. We actually we met online, but we met for the first time in front of the Sears building, which is the bus stop right where the demolished, the destroyed and spray painted over Burger King was at. It's now a Starbucks. And
that's where we meet all the time.
Yeah. So we met there, and there was nothing there. It was vacant and all spray painted, and we're talking and everything. We start walking, and we start talking. Well, let's go to the bridge and everything because before that, believe it or not, I used to do it mostly with the bike, not walking. And so we're going walking, and so I tell you, they're going to demolish the bridge.
And that was like the first time I had heard about it.
Yeah.
And what year was that when you first heard about it?
I mean, we first met in 2015.
Yeah. It's been. Let's see. It would have been 6 years ago this September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 years ago this September.
All right.
And so what happens is that that was kind of the thing is that but the thing is that there was so we started not just going to the bridge and hanging out. I mean, we went under the bridge for the first time on that one and everything, and I have the pictures from it and everything, and it was just kind of like when he finally realized that it was actually going to be demolished and everything, we started spending all our time there.
So that was around 2013 because they started doing the call for the designs in 2012.
Yeah,
right?
we were at the a matter of fact, the last meetings we went together because you wouldn't come after that was
too condescending.
Really? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
The last meeting we went to was the official bridge design meeting.
Yes.
And that was pretty interesting. Oh, crap, that dog's stuck.
Yeah. And it's loose.
Yep. All right, I'll be right back. Actually, hold on.
Well, I think it's gone. It's gone.
It's chasing a cat.
I don't want to switch over.
Oh, no, it's coming back.
All right. Hold buddy really quick.
Okay.
Well, he's too strong. Those dogs are so strong. Oh, careful. Don't get run over. Shame, it's homeless. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, those dogs were in the car.
Don't worry about it. I wasn't going to throw it at him.
No, you did it very gently. Otherwise, I would have liked.
You have to go back. Go back the way. Yeah, we have that. A lot of collarless dogs around here.
So last bridge meeting.
So was that was that one of the 2012 meetings? Do you think?
Yeah, that was the bridge when they that was the bridge, and I wrote about it extensively, where they unveiled.
Where they had the model and everything.
The model, yeah, they unveiled the model.
After they'd chosen that, or the three models.
When they first revealed the Mars man.
I was at that meeting,
and so we're there, and what happens is that They
But
walk out.
but I wanted to.
Yeah.
I read what you said. I think
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, they walk out of that meeting and they never came back to the meetings
You walked
after
out.
that.
So how was? In what way did you find it condescending? I think it's a great word for those meetings. By the way,
I think it's because he had a lot of suits that were there, and they were going on about the bridge project and about how it was going to be cost efficient, and they had a no strike clause, which Shmoo got really upset about
Yes.
because in a community like this, having something like you can't exert your rights as a worker was just a little bit too much. But so after the suits were done, the last speaker was one individual who grew up vaguely around here named, what was it, Veronica?
Yeah, Veronica.
So she
Yeah,
gives this
yeah.
entire spiel in English about how happy she is to be a part of this project, and then she pauses, and then she busted the same speech in Spanish, and at that point we just kind of decided.
Well, and also because her Spanish was so bad because she said, "Yo tengo mucho orgullo a trabajar en este proyecto."
But you could tell-
Proyecto, and we're like, oh God, you're not speaking to us though. You're speaking to the suits, and you're showing that you're bilingual, so that one of these people can hire you next.
No,
You
but
know
that's,
what I mean?
that's the thing though. She was just the face of the project for
Yes,
the community.
yes.
Yeah.
All these suits had just brought in this one person to be like, hey, look, we're still legit.
Yeah. There's a girl who can speak Spanish
yes,
here.
they've always got their token, right?
Exactly.
That's supposed to make you feel that it's based in community.
We actually use the term. We actually use the term Veronica as a slur ever since. You know,
really?
we actually,
Shameful
you know, it's
Veronica.
kind of like, you know how the millennials are about Karens. Well, you know, before Karen there was a Veronica.
I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
how the millennials are about Karens. I'm getting further and further away from the state-of-the-art speech.
Okay, Karen.
Karen just represents an archetype.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Karen likes raisins in her potato salad, or Karen waits until Starbucks has pumpkin latte.
Oh, okay.
So Karen. Although someone said that they were offended by that, the Gen Xers I know, because they were like, no, Karen is totally a boomer name. You know what you if they wanted to be real to Gen Xers, then they would have named, then Karen would be Jen, and then it would just be JENX, Gen X. You know what I mean?
That
I was
actually
I
sounds
was
like a really good name for a band.
I know, right? But that's true though.
Which
Jen
one?
is totally.
Oh, Jen, as in
yeah,
Jen.
Jen. Yeah, as in Jenny is
Jen.
totally a name for a Gen
Gen X.
Xer, as opposed to a Karen.
Yes.
Believe it or not. So we've been, you know, but yeah, that's the whole thing. The OK Karen meme has turned into a.
Shmoo and I met on a dating site, and then we decided that we were going to meet up at what is now a Starbucks, but was then a demolished, abandoned, tagged up Burger King. And your photos were totally 90s emo punk band.
Yeah.
He had the long hair going on, but
Yeah, I did. I had long hair.
And
Yeah, I
you
did.
had this look?
I don't know. I don't think I did. My look keeps constantly changing.
Yeah, no, you had bleached out hair.
Yeah.
Short bleached out hair, and yeah, no, but it was. You were no.
So that was your meetup, was that down there?
And then we found a mutual attraction to the bridge because I was raised in Boyle Heights, and my mom, after my parents' divorce, would always take me on the bus over the bridge. So, like this one time, I remember being really young, about 6 or 7, and the bus driver stopped to talk someone off of jumping off the bridge. And my mom, years later, when I told her the story,
Really?
she remembered that, yeah, and a lot of people were upset at the bus driver because they were getting home late.
Really late.
Yeah. But the bridge had always been a part of my life, and the bridge was always just there, and to think that they would just demolish this thing that was a central part of my life and my daily commute that, you know, was obviously a historical landmark just seemed kind of absurd.
Yeah.
No, I actually remember the look on your face is that
Didn't we have Holy Grail beer that one time?
yeah.
Holy Grail beer?
Yeah, we had Holy Grail beer.
That's how you remember things, by the beer you drank?
So yeah, no, but that was kind of the thing is that is that you got to understand at this point, no one has seen a new bridge or anything. There's not even any look like any demolition is to come.
Yes.
So, as far as people know, up until that point, I'm